This podcast is brought to you by Three Rivers Energy Partners. In today's episode of Digest This, the Department of Energy just announced this $15 million CIPHER initiative, Critical Facility Energy Resilience.
Iron and sodium are both abundant, so if this works, it could be a game changer for cost and scalability.
It's a performance-based contract, so Catawba TPEC and their partners are on the hook for delivering real results. Welcome to Digest This, Unpacking Our Sustainable Future, where we dive deep into the latest developments in sustainability and renewable energy. Join us in exploring the pioneering solutions and technologies that are shaping our future. Now, let's dive into today's episode.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Digest This, Unpacking Our Sustainable Future. I'm Alex Rivera, and as always, I'm joined by the brilliant Emily Nguyen. Emily, how's it going?
Hey, Alex, I'm good. Excited for this one. We've been talking a lot about energy investments and grid innovation lately, but today's topic, resilience for critical infrastructure, feels especially urgent, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Department of Energy just announced this $15 million CIPHER initiative, Critical Facility Energy Resilience. It's all about making sure that when the grid gets hit by, extreme weather, cyber attacks, or just plain old equipment failures, our most important facilities like hospitals, water treatment plants, fire stations can keep the lights on.
Right, and it's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about keeping people safe. I mean, we've seen how vulnerable the grid can be. Remember the Texas freeze a few years back? Or even the wildfires in California? Those events exposed just how quickly things can spiral if critical infrastructure loses power. It's not just businesses. Think about hospitals or emergency shelters. If they lose power, it's not just inconvenient, it can be life-threatening. The DOE's focus here is really about making sure those critical places have backup, and not just diesel generators, but real modern energy storage solutions.
Exactly. And, as we've talked about in previous episodes, the threats are only getting more complex. It's not just weather anymore. It's cyber attacks, aging infrastructure, even electromagnetic events. The grid's got a lot coming at it.
So let's dig into these new storage projects the DOE is funding. There are 3, right? Each one's getting about $5 million to demonstrate their tech at real sites.
Yeah, and they're all pretty different, which I love. First up, Binghamton University's RESPECT project. Great acronym, by the way. They're working on these biomineralized lithium mixed metal phosphate batteries. The idea is to install them at a critical services facility in Endicott, New York. So think fire stations, water treatment, that kind of thing.
I'm fascinated by that one. Biomineralized batteries are still pretty new, but they promise longer life and better safety. And, it's not just about the tech. It's about getting it out of the lab and into the real world. That's what's happening in Endicott.
Right. Then there's Inlight Energy, working on iron and sodium long-duration batteries. They're demos at the Alliance Redwood site in Occidental, California. That's a high wildfire risk zone, so resilience is absolutely critical there. Iron and sodium are both abundant, so if this works, it could be a game changer for cost and scalability.
And the third one, Long Hill Energy Partners, they're doing organic quinone flow batteries at the High Desert Regional Health Center in Lancaster, California. Flow batteries are interesting because you can scale them up just by adding more electrolyte. Plus, organic quinones are less toxic and potentially cheaper than traditional chemistries.
Yeah, and what's cool is that all 3 projects are about more than just the tech. They're about proving these systems can actually keep critical facilities running during emergencies. It's that step from research to commercialization that's so hard, but so important.
Let me paint a picture for you. Think about a water treatment facility looking to boost its disaster resilience. A battery system like these could make a huge difference. During big storms, if the grid were to go down, the facility could keep running. It isn't just about water. It's about public health, fire suppression, everything. These new projects could take that kind of resilience to the next level.
And, it's not just about the tech working once. It's about proving it can work reliably, at scale, in different places. That's what's exciting here. If these demos succeed, we could see a lot more adoption, especially in places that are really vulnerable.
Speaking of long-term impact, the DOE and the Office of Environmental Management just awarded a new contract for environmental management technical support. Catawba TPEC, a small business joint venture out of South Carolina, is taking the lead on this one.
Yeah, and this is a big deal. It's a performance-based contract, so Catawba TPEC and their partners are on the hook for delivering real results. Everything from safety management to developing new waste strategies and making sure regulatory compliance is tight. It's a 5-year deal, almost $85 million, if I remember right.
That's right. And what stands out to me is the focus on small business partnerships. We talk a lot about innovation, but sometimes the real breakthroughs come from these smaller, more agile teams. Plus, they're supporting the Office of Environmental Management's mission, which has been going for over 35 years now, cleaning up the environmental legacy of nuclear research. That's a massive ongoing job. And performance-based contracts mean there's real accountability. If you're not delivering, you don't get paid. That's a big shift from the old days of open-ended government contracts. It's about efficiency, but also about making sure the work actually gets done and done right.
And, it all ties back to resilience. Whether it's modernizing the grid, deploying new storage tech, or managing environmental legacies, it's about making sure our systems and our communities are ready for whatever comes next.
Couldn't have said it better. And I think that's a good place to wrap for today. There's a lot more to come as these projects move forward, and we'll be keeping an eye on how they play out.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us on Digest This. Emily, always a pleasure.
Thanks, Alex, and thanks to everyone listening. We'll catch you next time as we keep unpacking our sustainable future. Take care.
Thank you for listening to Digest This, Unpacking Our Sustainable Future, a Three Rivers Energy Partners podcast. Three Rivers Energy Partners is a renewable energy company that empowers organizations with the ability to create a sustainable future by converting organic waste streams into renewable energy and resources. To get the latest episode of Digest This, or to find out more about Three Rivers Energy Partners, visit threeriversenergy.com or find us on LinkedIn, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. The sustainable future is being created right now. Keep exploring and keep up to speed with the latest in renewable energy and sustainability. See you next time.